Number 3.
It's PUBG.
Okay. Do you have anything that you'd like to say about PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds?
I had a blast with this game. This game is intense as shit, and it's just like freaks me out. Like it's really, really hard game.
I can't believe Wildlands didn't make it on.
I know.
It's really fun.
It was hard to get that one on there.
We should go back and play more of that game.
Yeah, I want to play more of it.
They're putting the Predator in it.
Are they?
Yeah, and he's just gonna be in it. Like he's just showing up. Like it's
yes.
like, yeah, he's just gonna be like, you'll be doing whatever, and then the Predator's there.
Yeah,
so
like
yeah,
that's definitely if I had a like a runner up or like a honorable mention.
We'll talk about honorable mentions before we do number 1, but yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, PUBG yeah, I don't think any other game made me as stressed out as this one did, but like it also had like just beautiful, extremely exciting moments just all the time. It just was constantly some moment in this game was like just an unforgettable moment, and it happened a lot. Like it was really, really exciting. It seemed it was exciting to be a part of it. Like it was like a cultural phenomenon.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like at the time it felt like there was no. It's so obtuse. Like it doesn't give you any information about what's happening or how to work it. Like it's just this like thing, and it's just like go play it. So there was for a little while like there was this air of discovery around it. Like how do these guns work? Like what do these attachments do and stuff like that. That was really, really fun to be a part of, for sure.
Yeah. It was just like a whole cultural thing. Like this is the most popular game, like on PC this year, like for sure.
By a lot, yeah. Most concurrent players ever on Steam, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's just and it's there for a reason. Like it's fantastic. It's a really good game. And I was so resistant to it. I think we didn't play it for like probably 2 or 3 months.
Yeah. We came to it late because we were both like, oh, whatever, it's a shooter. But then
like
one day we were just like, we should play it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we did.
Yeah, I'm really glad we did.
It's a really one of a kind experience.
Yeah, for sure. So.
That's
my number 3.
It's the game that everyone's copying now. Like that's every game has 100 people jump out of a plane mode now. So
I can't wait for the Call of Duty version of this.
That happens. Like World War II has it in it.
Oh really?
Yeah, like in Counter-Strike just got it. Fortnite has it. Fortnite got it.
Fortnite for sure has it. Yeah, but it had it from the beginning.
I would like for Overwatch to get it.
Yeah,
like 100 tracers.
Just Winston, like
running
across the tundra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that would bring me back for sure.
Yeah, I would play that also.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. All right, Thomas, go ahead.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Number 3
for
the Nintendo Switch.
0 out of 10.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is the new RPG for Monolith Soft.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Just came out for Nintendo Switch on December 1st.
Mm-hmm.
I have put over 80 hours into this game.
Oh, shit.
I love this game.
That's almost a full-time job.
I love this game.
Okay.
I'm all about this game right now.
All right.
So basically between the first one and this one, they consolidated down a lot of the menus, which I think is good because most of the first game was hidden in all these sub-menus.
The first game was fucking...
It was just a mess.
Terrible. Yeah.
And I say that as someone who really liked the first game a lot. It was just...
anime right here.
Oh boy, is it.
So anime.
You play as a young British boy.
But it is just... The story is great. The characters are awesome.
I got a spoiler about Gramps.
Oh, I know everything about Gramps.
I know, but like I was watching something and they talked about it's early, but like what happens to Gramps.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, well, this happens. I was like, oh man, I wish I didn't know that going in, but okay.
Are you gonna play this, Tyler?
I've played about an hour. I've played like an hour of it. I don't know.
They somehow consolidated down the combat and made it more complicated at the same time.
Yeah, like it's MMO combat, Jason. So like you are near a thing and you just hit it. Like it's not active.
Right.
It's not turn based.
But
There are active like skills. What do they call arts?
Arts. And like
Yeah.
if you activate an art as you make contact, it like auto cancels the attack and then you do it and it boosts your damage.
Yeah.
And then from that you can do like your specials, which is a whole separate thing. And then some
looks
moves
like
have
you can
different
do some
effects, so you can
snowboarding.
like
You can do some snowboarding.
Yeah, Japan
you
big into
just
snowboarding.
gain
this year.
momentum going down an icy hill and you slide right down.
It's just Zelda. It just is Zelda. Now he's
Um,
climbing up a thing, so it's just Zelda.
But yeah, you're just on the back of these giant creatures. The scenery is always gorgeous.
Sounds
I
like
love the world.
Zelda.
It's really fleshed out.
It's not.
That's-
It's not.
sounds
It's
a little
nothing
not
like Zelda.
It's not Zelda.
It's
think
not even a little bit like Zelda.
My biggest problem with the first one, and I think it's going to be my problem with the second one, is that they don't shut the fuck up and they
Mhm.
continuously say like the same 3 lines over and over again through
Then
combat.
just put it in Japanese.
It's still the same. Like I'll still eventually understand like da-da-da-da-da-da. Like I'll get the cadence with which they're saying it. It's they just don't like that's not necessary for him to say I'm really feeling it every other time he does anything.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
really
it
feeling
is.
it.
I'm really feeling it. Like it's
There is one
bad.
like kind of like middling baddie in the game that has become a meme because
Wow,
of some
already?
of its redundant dialogue in the English dub.
yeah.
At first it was annoying and then it instantly just started becoming hilarious. Like it didn't take long for it to come around quick and
What does
Yeah,
it say?
yes.
which the only that being bad because the game is very dire most of the time. The story is there are comical characters, but the story is generally pretty serious.
Yeah, yeah. It seems very anime.
But
Which
I
can get behind it. I like the art style a lot. I like MMOs a lot. So like just accepting the fact that that's how the combat is, I think that I could probably get past it. So I will give it a shot. But I have not put a ton of time into it. Like I have it, but I haven't put a ton of
Just
time
a
into
heads up, because I kept track of it. It took like 20 to 30 hours before when you hit the pause screen, it unlocked all of the things in the pause menu.
it. Fuck. There's another game like that coming up soon on the list.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I'll try to play it. It looks cool. I really did not like the first one. And I didn't play X, which was the robots.
I didn't play it either.
But you know, the first thing you do in it is like I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like I'm on the back of a dragon and I'm fighting a crab. Like that seems that's right. I'm right there. I'm there.
Here you see the giant enemy crab.
Giant enemy crab for massive damage.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember
attack
on the
its weak
PlayStation? Attack its weak point for massive damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll play it.
Yeah, I'm in love
I
with
just
this
can't
game.
believe it's fucking.
You're just mad that I put it higher than Mario Odyssey.
Yeah. Yeah, Mario deserves
Which
better.
is what I assume your number 3 is?
No.
Oh.
Good try. Number 3 is Legend of Zelda: The Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It's a very good Zelda game.
Very good Zelda game.
Is it your favorite Zelda game?
Ooh, yeah. Yes. That's hard because like with Mario, it's so clearly 64-2 that like there's not that big of a leap, but like Breath of the Wild is its own fucking game. Like it has nothing to do with any of the other Zelda games,
Yeah.
right? Like it doesn't build on it has Zelda mechanics in it, but it doesn't build on any of that gameplay. It's just like here's a fucking Dark Souls.
Right.
But yeah, Legend of Zelda: The Breath of the Wild was an insane launch title. Like the fact that this is the first game that came out on a Nintendo console is just incredible. Like it completely shattered everything that you thought you knew about what a Zelda game was. The traversal was incredible. Like Nintendo always has this really, and I'll talk about it more when we get to Mario. But Nintendo's very good at line of sight game design. Like if you're at something in Breath of the Wild, if you turn, there's something else. Like they're very good at like making sure that wherever you are, you can turn and see something else to go well, in my experience anyway. Jason might disagree, but there was always something that I was like, okay, I'm here. Then I would like, oh, and then I would go that way, right? Because there would be something over there to do. So I thought it was a masterclass in that. The combat's really good. The master mode's fucking impossible. I don't know how anybody could be expected to do that. But the combat was really fun. The Sheikah slate, the powers you get are like so good, and I forgot about them a lot. Like I would just not remember that I could do the magnet or the frozen cube in the ice and stuff. I would just forget.
Man, I tried to use stasis everywhere.
See, stasis was one that I did a lot because of like you freeze it and then you hit it until it like powers up and then it flies away. But there were just so many ways like to break it. I say break it. There were so many ways to feel like you broke it, but it's very clear that they were like, well, they could do this if they like, wanted to do it wrong, they could do it this way. It just, and the only issue I ever had with it was the performance. Like I think it's probably gotten better by now, but at launch, like the frame rate was pretty bad in some spots.
Yeah.
Like game breakingly bad, like especially in like a heavy forest or something. It looked pretty rough. You could tell that it was like struggling to render it. Which I'm sure that they've patched because it ran on the Wii U and I think it ran okay.
The first patch fixed all that.
Yeah, but I'd already finished it. Like pretty much finished it by the time the first patch came out because I fucking did nothing but play Zelda, and I got all the shrines and I got the Link to the Past costume, and I wore that, and I really liked it. I thought for a long time that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was going to be my game of the year. Like it came out, and it is. Like most people think it is. Like most outlets are giving it game of the year, and I can understand that, but.
Yeah, I don't think it is undeserving.
That's not what this.
But that's not what this list is
about.
No,
yeah,
that's not what this list is
about.
Because if you wanted to watch somebody say that Zelda Breath of the Wild was the #1 game of the year, you can go fucking anywhere. But I thought when it came out, I thought this is one of the most incredible things that Nintendo's ever done. It's innovative in a way that they haven't been in a really long time. Like, and it's a type of game that they had no business making and had never made. And fucking just crushed it. Like destroyed the genre. Like made everything frustrating about like games like Horizon Zero Dawn or Dark Souls. Made everything frustrating about that fun, like with the paraglider and stuff like that, and with just being able to climb anything. Which I have to assume was like a late decision. At some point, they were just like, "What if they could just climb whatever?" And then they put that in, and it infinitely makes the game infinitely more playable and good. So number 3, it's not as good as 2 other games, but it's very good.